Hello, in this video I'm going to be showing you how to build the 3rd Avenue full-size drum kit. Let's get started. Okay, so when opening this box you should have a set of skins at the top, a crash cymbal, a set of 2 hi-hat cymbals, have the drum stool top, tom, another tom, your largest tom, your cymbal stand, your hi-hat stand, your bass drum, drum hoops, your bass drum shell, your boxed snare drum, your snare drum stand, your bass drum pedal, your drum throne stand, and a box with all your spare parts and screws in. We're going to get started with the bass drum. Then we have these drum legs on the side. Now we're going to use these as a point of reference for which skins go where. So what you can see is the fitting itself. It's closer to the front skin, as in the skin that would view the audience, and then the other side is the skin that goes towards the drum. And we're ready to start putting the drum heads on. So I'm going to put that on top like so, and I'm going to add one of my drum hoops. From here I'm going to add these Y-shaped rod clamps. From here, each one of these longer tension rods goes through each of these fittings, and then from there it will nestle into each lug. Okay, from here, now they're all finger tightened, I'm going to tighten in quarter turns, moving in opposites between the lugs, and I'm going to do about 2 turns. Okay, that will do for now for this skin. I'm going to turn it over and do the same on the other side. Okay, so now both skins are on and I've tightened the lugs to where I need them to be. I'm going to get the bass drum legs out. Once I've done that, I need to make sure that the leg extensions are out so that the bass drum legs make contact with the floor. Okay, the bass drum is ready. So now I have my large floor tom. What we're going to do is we're going to take the rims off. So now that the rims are off, we can see that we've got the 3rd Avenue logo on the side here. Now this is a representative of which way up the drum goes. So this means that this side, this is going to be the top skin, and below, underneath this, is going to be the bottom skin. And it's going to be the same process on the other 2 toms as well. So for each tom we'll have 2 heads like so, and the 3rd Avenue skin is the skin that's going to go on top. So once I've placed my head, from here I add the drum rim, and I will now add my tension rods, and I'm going to finger tighten like so. Okay, so now it's finger tightened. I'm going to repeat this process on the other side. Okay, so now I have my skins on this floor tom. I'm going to repeat that process for the high and mid toms as well, these 2 smaller drums over here. Okay, so now we've got our shells ready to be assembled to the rest of the kit. I'm going to put the hardware together now as well. So we'll start with the drum stool. I'm going to start by undoing this wing nut here. From here we have our height adjustment rod. I can now add the seat of the throne on. Next, I'm going to build the snare drum stand. So I'm going to once again loosen the wing nut to open out the tripod. From here I'm going to add my snare cradle. Open the cradle out and make sure it's big enough for the snare drum to be added. From here I'm going to build my crash cymbal stand. So I'm going to open up the tripod again, and then going to add the next height rod in, and then add the top of the cymbal stand like so. Then I need to set the angle of the cymbal stand itself, so you can open this out. Okay, next we have our hi-hat stand. Now with this one we're going to start by opening the tripod out. The next thing we need to do is position our foot plate, because this part currently is loose, but if I squeeze these 2 rods below, I know that I can then make them fit into these holes. From here, I'm going to get the rod itself with this part connected, which is called a hi-hat clutch. I'm going to take this part off, and I'm going to take this rod and screw it onto the top. Now I'm going to take the top part of the hi-hat, this part, and put it over the top. So we're going to put the one that doesn't say 3rd Avenue on the bottom. I'm going to undo this washer like so. I'm going to take off just one of the felts, so that when I put the cymbal on facing upwards, it's resting on a felt. I'm going to put the other felt back on top, and then I'm going to add washer. Turn it back up this way and put it on top of the cymbal. For this part here, I'm going to open out this bracket here below the pedal, and I'm going to squeeze it to fit it in to the two fixture holes beneath. And put this beater in like so. Make sure this bracket here is open, which it already is, wonderful. And I'm going to make sure that it hooks onto the bottom part of the bass drum rim. Now, to build the rest of the kit, we need to put our tom mounts on. Now these are in position, I can add each one of my toms. Okay, so now you've got your toms on the top. So you've got your high tom and your mid tom. It's now just time to sort the low tom. Now, this tom has 3 of these mounts on the side of the drum. I'm going to add these legs in. I just insert this here, so it goes through, and then I'll just tighten the wing nut like so. Okay, so with the toms in place now, I'm going to move the snare drum to the left of the bass drum pedal. From here, the crash cymbal is going to go around to the left-hand side of the bass drum. From here, the hi-hat's now going to go over to the left side of the snare drum. From here, I'm going to add the drum stool in front of the kit, so then I can sit down, ready to play my drums. From here, I may need to adjust a few heights to make sure it suits my preferences. Okay, so I've had a chance to tweak the tuning of my kit. I'm ready to go. I hope you are too. Thank you for watching.